Hey guys, it's me. Oh, my neck is hurting. Anyways, I was, I look even worse than I already did. Sorry guys. I'm trying to get better. It's been a rough night already. So cold, as you guys know. It's supposed to get down to like minus 13, I think I saw. Anyways, for us. Anyways, and all of you dealing with the snow and ice, I pray for all of you tonight, definitely, and this weekend. Uh, have you ever dated or married someone that you don't feel like you matter? How do I explain that? Let's see. So I think sometimes people get married or in relationships for the wrong reason, and we know. And if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. Um, anyways, they get married because they think they should, because society has told them that, or they don't want to be alone. So people get married for wrong reasons, or they want to have sex, but don't believe in marriage, having sex before marriage. So, lust and marriage, or lust and love, are two different things, as we know. And so, I think a lot of people end up getting married because of lust, which they get confused with love. And so, it's really scary, but, you have someone maybe that says all the right words, but, you know, they might say, I love you. They might say, things, I guess, that people in relationships would say, you know. But then if you're like, hey, you mean the world to me, or you are my everything. Obviously, meaning you're the one I want to spend my life with, you're the one I want to be with, right? Not like, you know, but they won't say it back to you. They kind of turn it into a joke and they play it off, but they don't say it back. Uh, they'll, they might even say, if you say, you mean everything to me, they might say, oh, I agree, we are one, you know, but they won't say you were everything to them. Things that because like everybody has a way they accept love. One person might accept love by, I think this person loves me because they bring me flowers every week. Some people don't, they need to hear certain words or type of words, like very romantic, I love you. They want to hear the words I love you every day, right? We all have different ways we accept love and understand it. And uh, some might not need any of that. They just know somehow in their heart this is the person they love, and they don't need to hear I love you every 5 minutes or every, hour. Uh, and they're fine with that. And they know that that person loves them still. Um, so, I guess, we all experience love differently. We all see it differently. And we all accept it differently. Um, so if you're one that I guess you want to hear words to know that person loves you. Like, you want to hear them say, I love you when you get off the phone, or in the mornings when you get up, or when they're walking out the door, hey, I love you, right? Uh, but if you say to this person, hey, you mean everything to me, or you are my everything, right? Uh, and they kind of, again, joke around it, or they'll say, yeah, we, meaning you and I, are one together. But don't actually say those words. Or when they do say it, it's just because they think you're mad. They think you're mad, and so they say it, and they're like, okay, are you happy now? So again, that's kind of sad, right? Have you ever been in a relationship where you didn't feel like it really mattered if you were there or not, I guess? Have you ever been in a relationship you didn't feel like you were good enough or ever enough for that person? I guess is my question to you guys right now. Uh, you know, I think I've talked about this before. I had a past relationship where, yes, there was a lot of issues, but the one thing that there wasn't was this person loving every part of me. Every part of my body, every part of my, what I had to say, what I had to do, my brain, all of it. Um, which in that way, I felt enough. Uh, here, in my relationship now, and I am one that I need to hear, I love you. I need it doesn't have to be romantic dinners and gifts. I need to hear the words, I love you. You're wonderful, you're amazing. Here's what I love about you, things like that. I am that person when I'm in a relationship. Um, you're beautiful, you're whatever, you get the point. Okay, so that's how I am used to getting love, or I like to get love, I guess. Um, and so, for me, like, my husband is really not that type of person. He'll say, I love you, he'll hold hands, but otherwise, not a romantic person, I mentioned before. Um, as far as like loving me for my mind and all that, yeah, no, I think I've mentioned that before. Um, he's never liked plus size women. I mean, there's some things he'll be like, well, I like that you're short, or I like this about you. I like this, your eyes, or this or that. But typically, no, he does not like plus size women. Until me, he's never dated or been with one. Um, I'm not saying that he wants to change me. He doesn't tell me to go out there and lose 500 pounds. Not that I have that much to lose, guys, but I just am a sarcastic person. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. My mom used to get mad at me about that too. Anyways, you get the point. Um, but yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying obviously he liked something about me, or we wouldn't have kids, right? Well, that came out wrong, but you know what I mean. I'm screwing this up big time. Anyway, I told you this is real. As real as you're gonna get, and sometimes I mess it up, but obviously he found something attractive about me, right? But yeah, so I will say that typically, not all the time, but usually I don't feel attractive by him. However, you want to say that. Obviously, you guys see me at my worst. So you can look at me as a mess and be like, well, I can see why you never put yourself together. And, when you're in love with someone and you're attracted to them, they should be able to be sick and look like shit, and you still find them adorable. You still think they're beautiful. Since I can't say, I don't think someone has to dress up for people to be like, oh, I like you now that you're dressed up. So no, I never feel like I'm enough. I've never felt, I don't feel attractive. Um, and this is when people say, what is wrong with you? And I ask myself that too. I really do. Uh, I think he thinks that because of my size, that men are out there finding me attractive. Um, but I know that for a fact that is not true. First of all, believe me. And second of all, it just I don't know. He just it's I can never figure him out. How about that? It is weird as can be. Because I'm not sure if he knows what he finds attractive or anything like that. It's like, oh, if you want to be here, sure, be here. That's how I kind of get the idea. Like, I'm fine being with you. Like, sort of, if you get, it's not an ugly coat, but it's not a beautiful one that you really wanted. And you're like, I'll keep it. It's fine. That's how, like, it's not beautiful, but, I'll keep it. It's good enough. That's how I kind of feel like everything is. I don't know. That's probably a sad thing to say. Uh, I mean, shoot. I mean, sometimes if I get dressed up, he'll tell me I'm attractive or I look pretty or I look nice, but that's about it. When I look like crap, he doesn't seem to care. Typically when I get dressed up, it's like whatever, let's go. And as you can imagine, that really messes with people's self-esteem very, very much. Now, again, when I have talked to other guys, of course they find me attractive. They have no problem. Nobody has to be like, oh, you look pretty, right? Or you look attractive, or you look whatever, sexy, or whatever. So nobody has to say that, right? Especially if they don't know you, right? Uh, but yeah, so I don't know. Has anyone else? Again, maybe, I don't know. It's love language for other people. Or not, maybe you're with someone who doesn't have the same love language, or they don't have, the understanding of what's supposed to be said, maybe, or should be said, I guess. Anyways, let me know. I can't talk. Let me know. Bye.